So I'm here at the 69th Porsche Parade Autocross, and you might not recognize it, but this is the same Cayman GT4 RS that I drove in Porsche Parade Palm Springs in 2023. Check out that model review from a couple years ago. I have the opportunity this year to drive that same GT4 RS, but it's been modified with the Manthey Kit. What does that mean? Well, it has suspension, brakes, and aero upgrades to make it go 7 minutes and 3 seconds around the Nürburgring-Nordschleife. But I have to ask, will it make me faster at an autocross course? So I'm here driving the Porsche Parade Autocross in this car, doing some demo runs, no official times, to give you my impressions.
If you're a Porsche enthusiast like I am, I invite you to join our community. Just head over to pca.org and get ready to take your ownership experience to the next level. We'd appreciate it if you give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We've got lots of Porsche content coming your way. Now back to the video.
Now, how is this car different from a standard GT4 RS? Well, the performance upgrades include these lightweight louvers here, which the GT4 RS already had them, but they're in carbon fiber now. We have these dive planes for downforce, a bigger carbon fiber rear wing and end plates, and coilovers that lower the car slightly and also make it handle bumps and the downforce a little bit better around the Nürburgring. We'll see if those aero upgrades actually help on an autocross course, which is technically slower than at the Nürburgring, but for an autocross, this is pretty quick. It's wide open and it's a very big parking lot. Underneath the car as well, there is a carbon fiber underbody panel replacing the plastic, and also some of the air guides that are around here directing the air to the brakes and down the underbody are a little bit different, which should result in better aerodynamic efficiency. What else do we have here? Upgraded brake pads, stainless steel brake lines, and then we also have carbon fiber aero discs over the rear wheels, which are also supposed to help with the aero at high speeds. And with that, I guess I'll be driving during the competition back to back with the owner of the car, Leeds Gulick, and we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to be spraying his tires in between runs as well. All right, hang on tight.
So now are you going to be running when I'm ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Cool. I'll pull in behind. Thank you, sir.
Behind the cow.
Yes, sir. All right, so this is my first time behind the wheel of this GT4 RS since it received the Manthey Kit. And yeah, about 250 more horsepower than my own 987 Cayman. But this should be a fun time. I'm sure I'll learn a lot. And yeah, I've got a feeling I'm not going to be talking through this run. At this point, I have the transmission in manual, PDK Sport on, I've got the dampers on firm, and the exhaust on. I was also told to put ESC off, but keep ESC in plus traction control on. This car than in my Cayman, that's for sure. Trying to avoid that bump. There we go, not too bad. Yep, thank you very much, appreciate it. Yeah, so 2 seconds slower than the owner of this car. Let's see if I can knock that time down a little bit. So what I'm realizing here is, yeah, 500 horsepower is a lot more, and if you are not easy on the gas pedal, even with these sticky tires, it is not easy to keep this thing just right on the edge. Oh! this run, I took the dampers off. We'll see what that does. Awesome. I overdrove that one.
Yeah, it was looking so good until that last thing.
Yeah, and I was better on the first half for the most part, but then the second half, I just sort of, I was trying to get a little deeper, but I went too deep. I had this off this time. I turned it off. I think I like it a little more. So I'm probably gonna do that again. All right, this is my last run here. So far so good. More horsepower does not make a better driver, but I'm learning, I'm getting used to it. Little bit of understeer on this surface, but otherwise great car. Yeah, so my last run was slightly slower than my second run. My second run was my best, and I think I know for sure when the traction control kicks in, it really bogs down a bit. And I dipped in a couple times on an otherwise okay run. So, you know, more horsepower doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna go faster if you don't know how to control it. And I'm not quite there yet. So I'm happy with my time. 44.2 was my best. I just wish I could have eked out another few tenths of a second. So the autocross is over. The car is in impound right now, meaning that competitors have a chance to look over the car and protest anything that might not be following the rules. Pretty sure this car is fine. So I'm just here to break down what the drive felt like. And first off, I want to say is the power, the speed, and the throttle response was just so much more than what my 987 Cayman offers, which is my normal autocross car. A lot more room to grow in this car as it sits right now as a driver's car than my own car, is what I feel like. It's wearing these Yokohama A052 tires. They're known to get pretty hot and greasy if you don't keep them cool. Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs, I'm just going to throw this in there, probably would have been a fine tire for today. Would have stayed in its heat range for sure, a little bit more easily than these Yokohamas. However, I love these tires, they're so sticky, and we had a water sprayer over here, kept the pressures where they should be, and what a great car to drive. Something that I noticed though, is that more power doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be a faster driver, because there's just so much more to manage. You can understeer more under power, you can slide more easily under power, or off because you're going faster and you lift in some of these sweepers on this fast course and that rear end's going to start coming around on you. Fortunately, no spins, which is a testament to me driving this at an autocross for the first time, and I felt really good about my runs. The other thing too is that with a faster car, looking ahead becomes so much more important, and it was really tough to keep my eyes where they were supposed to be. So all in all, this car worked with me, got me through the course. I even felt the traction control come on a few times, and I ended up setting a good lap. But I know the car would work with me. It was telling me what it needed, and I just need to go and do that, give it what it needed. Now, I'm hoping Leeds at some point allows me to autocross this again if I don't have my own car, and hey, maybe I can apply what I learned today. I have to think, because this was a really quick autocross course compared to most, that this downforce actually helped. And there's another Cayman next to me that we profiled in a video a couple years ago at Palm Springs, and they definitely lean on the downforce as well, but in a different way than this car does. All in all, PDK, great transmission for autocross. I had it in sport mode. It fired off those shifts really quick, and because it revs to, I think it's around 8,500 RPM, 9,000 in that arena. 9,000 I think is what my friend here in the back is telling me behind the camera, is you think you need to shift a third, which I did on my first run, and I didn't. You just listen for that ringing in your ears, and that last 500 RPM is gonna tell you if you need a shift or not. And fortunately, in a car like this, that really long, high rev red line means that you can stay in second gear on a fast course like this the whole time. Now with a faster driver who can put the power down better, get on the throttle earlier, maybe they would have to shift a third, but that wasn't the case here. Very controllable car. On this particular surface, it understeered a bit, and that's something that I've been reading about with other people who've driven GT4s. Although more negative camber, the Monte suspension, I think this is around -3, 3.2 in the front, really helped, I'm sure. And the owner of this car, Leeds, was also telling me that on different surfaces that he autocrosses at home, the front end bites a lot better. So it just goes to show how sensitive a GT4 RS Manthey car like this is to changes in conditions and the really hot weather and the type of surface that you're driving on. But yeah, in the end, really nice car. It works with you. And man, if I only had one more run. And with that, I'm out. But before ending the video, let's watch the fast time of day by Steve Lau in a 2010 Cayman with a 991.2 GT3 engine and 6-speed manual transmission. It's a true autocross build, which you can learn about in one of our previous videos.